Right now, brand new luxury cars are aging past a full year of unsold inventory across the country, while dealers pay interest on floor plan loans just to keep them parked. Some dealers would rather take a real loss than let them keep sitting. Here are the 12 worst. Subscribe and hit the notification bell. This channel tracks exactly where dealers are desperate to make a deal, every single week. Every car on this list is measured the same way. Market day supply, the number of days it would take a dealer to sell through current inventory at the pace they are actually selling right now. A healthy number sits around 70 to 80 days. Every single car on this list is well past 200. The reasons vary. Some are fighting brand perception, some are victims of a shrinking sedan market, some are simply too expensive for what they deliver. But the negotiating leverage is identical across all 12. Jaguar F-Pace. Jaguar's only remaining SUV in the current lineup has been one of the slowest selling vehicles in the entire luxury segment for the better part of a year, despite being the brand's top selling model by volume in the US. That combination, best selling model, worst inventory turnover, tells you the entire Jaguar brand is struggling to move metal right now, not just this specific car. Alfa Romeo Giulia. The Giulia currently carries a market day supply of 270 days, ranking among the slowest selling vehicles tracked industry-wide. It is a genuinely well-reviewed driver's sedan, competing directly against the BMW 3 Series and Mercedes C-Class, but Alfa Romeo has never built the dealer network density or brand awareness in America that its German rivals have had for decades, and the sedan segment broadly continues losing ground to SUVs regardless of brand. Alfa Romeo Stelvio. Alfa's SUV counterpart to the Giulia sits at 229 days of supply, slightly better than its sedan sibling, but still deep in the territory where dealers are actively looking to negotiate. The Stelvio suffers from the same core problem as the Giulia, a genuinely engaging vehicle to drive, competing in a segment where German badges dominate buyer psychology regardless of what the spec sheet or driving experience actually delivers. Maserati Grecale. The Grecale carries 233 days of supply, with an average transaction price near $95,889. Stylish, quick, and genuinely upscale inside, the Grecale is fighting for attention in a luxury SUV segment so crowded that even a well-executed entry from a storied Italian nameplate struggles to cut through. High supply on a car this expensive means real room for buyers to negotiate. Dealers carrying six-figure inventory this long are motivated to talk. Audi A6. A genuinely competent mid-size luxury sedan, confirmed among the slowest turning vehicles in the current market, alongside the Jaguar F-Pace and Volkswagen ID.4. The sedan segment's broader collapse in America is hitting the A6 directly. A car with strong engineering and a respected badge, sitting unsold specifically because fewer buyers are cross-shopping sedans at all anymore, luxury or otherwise. BMW X4. BMW confirmed the X4 is being discontinued, ending the run of what the brand itself has described as a tweener SUV, positioned awkwardly between the X3 and X6, in a way that never fully justified its own place in the lineup. Discontinued models without a direct replacement often see dealers push remaining inventory hard before it becomes a harder sell once the nameplate is gone entirely, which is precisely the dynamic playing out on remaining X4 inventory right now. Cadillac XT4 and XT6. Cadillac is discontinuing both the compact XT4 and the 3-row XT6, leaving the XT5 and Escalade to cover the gap alongside the brand's expanding electric lineup. The XT6 specifically is a loss for buyers who wanted a genuine 3-row Cadillac at a lower price point than the Escalade. But the segment has proven difficult enough for Cadillac that the brand is choosing to consolidate rather than continue fighting for volume in a crowded 3-row luxury field. Volvo S90. Volvo's flagship sedan is being phased out as the brand follows the same industry-wide pattern away from sedans and toward SUVs and electrified models. The S90 was a genuinely well-regarded full-size luxury sedan with Volvo's characteristic safety focus and understated Scandinavian design, but understated has proven to be a difficult sell against flashier German competitors, and the sedan format itself continues losing ground regardless of how well executed any individual entry happens to be. Infiniti QX50 and QX55. Nissan's luxury division is trimming multiple models as the brand restructures, with the QX50 and QX55 both affected. Infiniti as a brand has been slipping in the American luxury market for years, and the QX55 specifically. A coupe-styled SUV variant aimed at a very specific buyer who wants style over practicality. Represents exactly the kind of niche configuration that struggles hardest when a brand's overall momentum is already weakening. Genesis Electrified G80. Genesis's electric flagship sedan is being discontinued, a casualty of both softening EV demand generally and the broader sedan collapse specifically. This is a genuine loss for buyers who wanted Genesis's quality per dollar value proposition in a fully electric package, but the combination of electric-only sedan in a market that increasingly wants SUVs, gas, or hybrid power has proven to be a difficult combination to sustain at volume. Volkswagen ID.4. The ID.4 has been the single slowest selling vehicle in America for multiple consecutive months, currently carrying roughly a year and a half of market supply, meaning an ID.4 sitting on a lot today may not sell until 2027 at the current sales pace. The expiration of the $7,500 federal EV tax credit at the end of 2025 removed a meaningful chunk of the ID.4's value proposition overnight, and the broader EV sales slowdown industry-wide has hit this specific model harder than almost anything else on the market. Lincoln Nautilus. Lincoln's midsize SUV rounds out this list as one of the segment's persistent slow movers, competing in a compact to midsize luxury SUV field so crowded with strong German and Japanese entries that Lincoln continues to struggle building the same cross-shopping consideration its competitors take for granted. A genuinely comfortable, well-equipped American luxury SUV, sitting unsold specifically because the segment above it is saturated with alternatives buyers already trust more by reputation alone. The one thing to check before any of these 12. Before letting a big inventory number alone drive your decision, a few checks matter on any of these 12 specifically. On the Alfa, Romeo, and Maserati entries, confirm the specific dealer has factory-trained technicians on staff rather than relying entirely on a nearby multi-brand service center, since parts and specialized service access vary meaningfully by region for both of these lower-volume Italian brands. On the discontinued models, the BMW X4, Cadillac XT4 and XT6, Volvo S90, Infiniti QX50 and QX55, and Genesis Electrified G80. Ask specifically about long-term parts availability, and confirm the manufacturer's warranty terms transfer normally despite the nameplate ending, since a discontinued model is not the same as an abandoned one, but the two can sometimes get confused in a sales conversation. What this means if you are shopping luxury right now. A high market day supply does not mean a car is poorly built. Several vehicles on this list are genuinely well-reviewed and mechanically sound, caught in a shifting market rather than failing on their own merits. What it reliably means is leverage. Dealers finance inventory through floor plan loans that accrue interest every single day a vehicle sits unsold, and the industry's healthy target sits around 70 to 80 days. Every car on this list is running 2, 3, sometimes 5 times that number. If any of these 12 fits what you are already shopping for, walk in knowing the specific market day supply figure for that exact trim, and use it. A dealer carrying inventory this long does not need to be convinced they should deal. They need a buyer who already knows the leverage exists. Subscribe if this kind of inventory intelligence changes how you negotiate your next luxury purchase. And drop a comment telling me if you have shopped or bought any of these 12 recently. Tell me what the dealer actually offered versus sticker price, because real negotiating outcomes from actual buyers are worth more than any data point in this video, and I want this comment section to become the place people check before they walk into a luxury dealership.